So watch out! Don't touch the microphone on the bottom. Yeah. All right. So I'm here with the best camera and lens you could ever buy in your lifetime, the 50mm Noctilux 0.95 and the Leica M10. So I always say, if your photos aren't good enough, your camera isn't expensive enough. If you buy this setup, which is about the price of a compact car, you'll never buy another camera again for the rest of your life and be happy for the rest of your life. So let's get on with the review. Firstly, I do not recommend buying a Noctilux because it's super big and heavy and you cannot even see the viewfinder. One thing that my buddy Ben did was really cool. He attached a yellow cellophane to his rangefinder focusing patch. So when you're actually looking through the viewfinder and focusing, the viewfinder patch in the center is even brighter and it's easier to focus. So Leica, if you guys are paying attention, make a Leica M10-Y edition where this is a $1,000 upgrade. That'd be awesome. The second new thing that with the M10, and this is really cool, so good job Leica, is they've thinned this out here, which I think is a technological marvel. It's the same size as like the film Leica MPs, and it's just a better proportion. Also a cool design thing they did is they added an ISO dial here, and it's, you know, an outstanding design. It's going back to the idea of film. What I don't like about it is it's actually quite hard to pull this up. So I don't even know, like, what I use my fingernails to pull this up, and then even when you pop it up, logically this thing should go all the way up like the old film cameras where you could rewind it, but it only goes up that way and you're like, wait, is this broken? Do I need to pull this some more? I mean, I guess it does sit flush here, and it's thoughtful that they added a red line to know if people, you know, your thing is up or not, but people aren't stupid. They could see it from this side. They know if it's up or not. So the red is kind of distracting. It's a little bit ugly. It takes away from the purity of the Leica design. And as you guys know, I am a Leica snob. I usually like to shoot street photography 1600, so I'd probably just set it and forget it. Still, like, it's really well machined and feels good, but once again, yeah, I guess the only way I would open it is using my fingernails and pulling it, but yeah, it's hopefully the M10 Mark II or whatever, they'll fix that. Also, one design thing I don't like is, well, I like how they simplified it. There's no more continuous or self-timer here. You don't need that white dot and you don't need that red dot because people are going to know if it's on or off. Once again, it takes away from the purity of the design, but feels really good when you're turning it on and off. The back of the camera, they simplified it quite a bit, which is great. There's only 3 buttons. I think the menu, it instantly goes to the favorites menu. But the thing that's a bit confusing is that the main menu is all the way on the bottom and you have to click right. And when you're in the main menu, you don't actually know that it's possible to turn left to go back to this favorites thing unless you really know the camera inside and out. So that kind of doesn't make sense. But I really admire that they simplified the menu to just 3 buttons on the side. The live view for the M10, it's way faster now. Personally, I'm not a big guy on live view, but for those of you guys who like it, it's way faster. Play button's right here, and it's pretty easy to look through. In terms of design, I don't think Leica should have put these lights here because it takes away once again from the purity of the design. Also, I just don't like the shape of the buttons. They just kind of look, it kind of doesn't really match. Like here, you have a circle here, you have a circle here, you have a circle here. They should have made these circles, not like these weird little boxes. I think they took it from the Leica SL. SL looks pretty cool, but it just kind of doesn't look as cool. So I hope in a future Leica, I'm sure you guys are working on this, a Leica M10-D, just like no LCD screen, blacked out, maybe figure out a way to lift this. But overall, I'm actually really impressed with the new Leica M10. I think Leica's stayed true to their heritage as simplifying and minimalizing, and of course you're going to have stupid photo bloggers like me complaining about every little minute detail, and I'm not an engineer and I don't know how hard the German/international Leica community worked on designing and building it. So once again, Leica, you guys are doing some really cool stuff, innovative stuff with Leica. If you guys are interested in buying the M10, take it on a spin, try it out. I'm a big fan. And in terms of lenses, I'd probably recommend the Leica 35mm f2 Summicron or even the 35mm f2.4. I think it's a better bang for the buck lens. But once again, in terms of my rating of the camera, I mean, besides my little nitpicks, overall camera, I'd give it. I'd probably give it a 9.5 out of 10. Design, I'd give it 8.9 out of 10. Yeah, so Leica keeps stripping the superfluous, try to make it even more simple and minimalist. And if you're rich, buy. MTL. All right, see you guys later.
It's a wrap.